Welcome back everybody to the Spodia stream. Hopefully you're all doing well. We got some Blackline Championship Series action here late tonight, but of course a fun match nonetheless, and it's a little bit of a return here for a lot of people. Team Ignition's back, although not under Team Ignition anymore. That org disbanded. Now they're known as Goobers Esports, and they've also made some changes. Ryan has been put on the sub spot, and in comes Leopard as replacement. On the other side, Loki's Tricksters, who themselves have an origin, have connections with Hydra boosted Esports with Prozex, who we saw not too very long ago on this stream. Literally, I think yesterday we saw Prozex compete. So not too long ago, Prozex was here, part of I think HPE Zeus. I want to say, yeah, part of HPE Zeus. So one of people. Best of 5, and both these teams though on very different trajectories. Goobers right now at 2-2. Loki's Tricksters still winless this season. They need a win. We're just about to approach week 4. We have not got. Sorry, we're in week 5 right now, not week 4. Week 5 of 7. So for both these teams, getting wins is now more important than ever because neither of them have really all secured that win. Goobers right now are in that 5th seed position. Loki's Tricksters at that 7th seed position. For Goobers, if they can win today, they could shoot up all the way to 3rd seed. If they lose, they could drop down to 6th seed. No, they don't. They can't drop down. Their game differential. Definitely, they'll stay at the 5th seed at the very worst. At the very best, though, they could jump up to 3rd seed. So that's a huge advantage for Loki's Tricksters. They lose, they drop down to 8th, to the last seed of the group. If they win, they stay at 7th. They do give themselves more opportunities. If they, again, for them at this point, for Loki's Tricksters, if they lose, they're probably not making playoffs. You basically need to win at least 4 matches out of your 7 to be in that top 4 out of 8 teams here in this group. And for both these teams, well, they're not in great positions here. You want to be as high of a seed as you can coming to the end of your regular season, because at the end of your regular season, you're in a bit of a better position. But again, for both teams, coming into week 5, it's now more important than ever to get yourself in that playoff bracket by any means possible. We'll wait a little bit on these teams. They should be here about a minute or two. Loki's Tricksters, Goobers Esports. By the way, that's a name that we last saw in the Contenders Cup 2, so I have a feeling Leopard may have had something to do with that. They have taken that name from somebody else and decided, hey, it's a good name, I might as well use it myself. We'll get these players in any moment, though, for this best of 5 regular season of the Blackline Championship Series Contenders Division. We've really only been in the Contenders Division this season, LCS, but it's the biggest division by far. It's where we're probably going to be seeing most of our matches. And again, why not? We get to see Cody, we get to see Leopard, we get to see Brian, and potentially we get to see Ryan all over again. Speaking of them, they are in the lobby here. Cody, Bingo, Brian, and Leopard mode. On Goofy Goobers, Loki Tricksters. On the other side, we'll see who jumps in for them. They've got a pretty fun roster, including Airwick, Airwick, who we haven't seen in a very long time, but be fun that we get to see Airwick all over again. Who I think last time we saw him he was on Wolfpack Esports, so he's not been on the stream for a very long time. Part of PCS, I remember he was part of that. Again, Wolfpack, I believe. Don't think that org's around anymore. See things underway here. Again, while we are waiting for the Loki's Tricksters to join. And just how important this match is very for both these teams. And where they are. Neither of them are in that top 4, and the Loki's Tricksters, again, if they lose this, very likely that will be it. Their playoff chances will be gone with it. They won't be entirely gone. They can still make it, technically. Teams have made it with 3 and 4 records. But not common. It's very uncommon. And my expectations are that for Loki's Tricksters, they lose this, they're probably out of the running. Basically needs to win 3 of your 7 matches if you're going to be in that playoff bracket. That's kind of the benchmark, is hitting 4 wins out of 7 matches. The Goofy Goobers again 2-2 right now. Their season has not been, especially with losing Ryan. But admittedly, they started off so well this season as well. 2 field sweeps over Astral Nebula and as well as Ancient Sugons, but also teams that are at 6th and 8th positions right now in this bracket. So the Goofy Goobers, a match like this, it's essentially one of they can't just win. They gotta win pretty strongly. This is a team that they're expected to beat out of Loki's Tricksters, and they're expected to do quite well. If you don't win this, they're gonna have a even tougher time because again, the end of their season is marked with very, very tough matches against the other top teams in their division. Goofy Goobers side, they've got a tough run of them here. Again, with their 2 losses so far this season, the legit Auroras, who are holding that 4th seed, and Puma, who are this. In fact, their last week of the regular season is against Gryffindor QC, who are right now the only undefeated team in their group. So a lot of pressure on them to perform well here. Loki's Tricksters, here, but Tricksters should be in soon. It's a 15-minute timer to join this match, so while we wait on them, they're probably in some warm-ups. On them, Rocket League actually again a best of 5. Because it is the regular season, we don't see the best of 5s end in that playoff bracket, so for all these teams, it's kind of the goal at this point, just to make it to playoffs. They're in such a tough position. Both these teams are in such a tough position. And at this point in the season, you start to kind of see, teams differentiate themselves between who's good and who's going to struggle, as in comes Krozex, Airwick, and Blessed BB, or Blessed, as we often to this lobby. So let's get this best of 5 underway here as Loki's Tricksters take to the blue, Goofy Goobers Esports on the orange, and a best of 5 matchup here, part of the Contenders division of the Blackline Championship Series, and again a best of 5 matchup for both these teams. Playoffs are no easy feat anymore. For Goofy Goobers, they've already beaten the 2 other low-seeded teams around Loki's Tricksters. Loki's Tricksters, all last year, could be the end of their opportunity, their chances to make it to that playoff bracket. Again, only half the teams in the regular season make it. The Contenders division is the toughest division to make playoffs in. Again, with only half of all teams from the regular season being able to make it to that point, as in goes Airwick. Should be a double tap attempt. And already, Goofy Goobers facing a lot of pressure early on as Krozex finds Blast. And it's going to be goal 1 here. And again, we've seen Krozex. We saw him just yesterday on HBE Zeus. He was pretty active during that series as well, and expect a lot of passes, expect a lot of plays here. The Loki's Tricksters bringing the offense in early. Loki's Tricksters trying to find their first win of the regular season. It's gonna be tough though, especially when Leopard puts that one right through. It was not a very good shot, albeit, although it was good enough to go in. I think Loki's Tricksters were caught, I don't know if they were celebrating or what they were doing. No one moves off the kickoff, and get an answer here out of Goofy Goobers, who, again, are a team that used to go by Team Ignition in the past, so same roster. They haven't, again, the only changes that they've added in Leopard, and Ryan is now in the sub spot, and, well, maybe Leopard's a good choice here, because he is 2 for 2 right now. As Blast, who got that first goal, is now just given Leopard a beautiful assist. Fortunately, Leopard's not on his team, and Goofy Goobers Esports now take the lead inside the first minute of Game 1. Get another kickoff win. They've had multiple kickoff wins so far. They're definitely going to be relying on those kickoffs if they can continue to win outright in them. As here goes Cody. Leopard gets up high here. Space for Leopard. He drops down. Stopped by Krozex. As Cody will look to get things going. And again, Cody, long time player on this stream. In fact, he, out of all 3 of these players on Goofy Goobers, he is definitely the one who's been here the most. That's saying something, because all 3 of these players are definitely veterans of this stream. These are players that have been here many, many times before. Even Ryan, again, part of Team Ignition in the past. Got to see that team a ton, especially for their playoff runs. Goofy Goobers looking for more. Lepid stopped by Blessed, who will play that front post. Cody trying to hit the midfield, but he would have done better had he gone for the back corner. Instead, it's in the midfield again. Cody has no boost as Airwick's going to take all this time. But a bit too much time, actually, as Goofy Goobers will take it themselves up to offense as Lepid. The ceiling does get the puck down. Krozek gets the block. Now he's been bumped away. In goes Cody. And it's a 2-goal lead. Goofy Goobers, after a hiccup in the first couple seconds, have taken over this game. A lot of great pressure and control, and a lot of follow-up shots, which is really going to be their way of beating a lot of these opponents. They can follow up on plays like that. If they can get follow-up shots and get second chances on offense, you're not going to see teams defend that very easily, or very often, to say the very least. That's a great infield pass. Oh, but Blessed stopped Krozek's shot. Airwick, though, he's going to hit this. Nobody was there. And Loki's Tricksters will be very happy with this one, as Cody is... I don't know what happened there with him. Panicked, I have to think, because he had a full tank of boost. And I don't know how he didn't even get a single piece of the ball there. And halfway through this game, it is a shaky game, to say the very least, out of Goofy Goobers, who, again, are the heavy favorites coming into this one. Oh, a shaky game one. Definitely not something you want to see out of a team that, again, is expected to win this match, and who has, again, so far swept the two other teams, hitting that 6th and 8th seed positions currently in this grouping. This is, again, Loki's Tricksters, who are right now sitting at the 7th seed position. Another match where Goofy Goobers are expected to take quite strongly, but it's been anything but strong here. Loki's Tricksters have given them trouble early on, as it's going to be left in the midfield here. Lepid, going the wrong direction, does beat Krozek, but it's only as far back as Blessed will take it. And in a lot of space here, Blessed has options. Cody leaving it for Lepid, and Goofy Goobers not doing very well, just getting this ball out, and in goes Bingo Brian, who will do just that. And Goofy Goobers can chase this up to offense. It's Cody. Will not go for the challenge early. Might want to go for it here. Blessed shot. Stopped by Bingo Brian. As 2 go for Loki's Tricksters. And it is going to be free range here for Goofy Goobers as soon as they can get those challenges. As in goes Lepid. Was waiting for Blessed to go for the ball. Will only find this one. Cleared the other way back. Blessed could have scored there. Cody not playing all that well with his eye here, because there's been a lot of openings behind him in space, and I don't think he's been exactly cautious enough, recognizing that Loki's Tricksters could just play this downfield and take opportunities. As in goes Airwick. Another chance given away by Cody, who this time didn't get a very good touch in the first place. Now he's got to get a save. Will do just that. Airwick unable to hit the net. And my goodness, Goofy Goobers holding on by a thread. This is not the way they want to start this series. As Bingo Brian will go back, Lepid is going to send this one down. A 1-goal lead is all that stands right now between Goofy Goobers Esports and Loki's Tricksters, as Blessed really got bumped off. Airwick will up in support as Lepid, the back corner, will take to the air. And he's going to use this flip reset to force Krozek away. Cody wins that challenge. Airwick not facing the right direction. Demoed out by Cody. Lepid still in front. Cody's going to collapse onto it. And surely that should take game 1 here for Goofy Goobers. It's been anything but consistent, but goals are goals. Even if they don't look great, it still goes in. It can still work. And Goofy Goobers Esports will take game 1 just like that, as this ball will... Well, it might stay up in the air for a little bit longer as Loki's Tricksters won't get one more, but it is game 1. Goofy Goobers Esports will take the win. It was not clean, that's for sure. And it was definitely not consistent. So we saw a lot of errors and a lot of mistouches from Cody. But it's game 1. One step closer to a 3-2 record. And even more importantly is that game differential. Goofy Goobers Esports right now, they're kind of in the middle of the pack here with the game differential. Yeah, +2. Right now, it's better than their peers, but I mean, every game that they can win is a huge advantage. It will be of their utmost interest to win this series as fast as possible. Cody's completely missed there. Blessed. Lepid with the 50-50. It's Krozex. Backwards. Airwick's got to get here. Up there. Bingo Brian to the back wall. This will clear it. Right over Cody's head. Goofy Goobers can continue that offense as Lepid unable to dispossess Airwick. Bingo Brian will need to go back. Will he be back in time? He won't be. It was a miscommunication between him and Cody. Because I think quite clearly Bingo Brian thought he was going to be the one to challenge there. He was in no right to do so. Goofy Goobers, again with these rotational errors in the backfield, that's leaving Loki's Tricksters those opportunities just to shoot this one. Again, it's been anything but consistent out of this Goofy Goobers side. Good for them. How last game went, they'd love to keep that offense going as great play for Bingo Brian. Cody jumps in as well. Lepid has to get a piece of this, and he'll do just that, and even a little bit more as he'll leave this midfield. Krozex, Cody gets the dunk on Airwick, will now go towards the nets. Blessed dunk by Cody. It could be an open net. Cody, he's got it. Fell on top of it. Cody, on a one-man army, gets that. One of the most incredible dunks I've seen out of him. And it's an answer from Goofy Goobers, one that was not expected. It's courtesy of Cody as Airwick. Lepid, oh, he's missed it! Krozex is going to take a 1-goal lead. And Lepid, simply put, just missed. Almost as if you were expecting Airwick to miss that touch, but on defense, you can't expect the whiff as often. And that is an answer for Loki's Tricksters, a goal back. Up by 1 again. That defense out of Goofy Goobers has been, well, it's definitely not been good so far this series. But it has been a battle of two teams that have not shown incredibly good defense so far, as Airwick will clear. Bingo Brian, able to keep things up high as Blessed goes through the defense. Lepid. Heavy first touch will keep going, and I don't know why he's going for the flip reset, but he is able to buy space for Bingo Brian. Now he goes to Lepid, off in front of the nets. Cody, stopped by Krozex, as Bingo Brian will jump in, but he can't keep the offense. Krozex all alone. It's 3-1. And I think for Bingo Brian, he pushed up so high because he was fully committing to the fact that, to the hope that Lepid would score on that play. But he hit the post, he missed wide. And once again, that backfield is wide open. And Goofy Goobers right now struggling immensely on these rotations. This is very different than what we saw at Team Ignition in the past. Team Ignition in the past was quite defensively played. It was a very defensive team, very rotationally focused. This one's very different. This one's scoring a lot more out of Goofy Goobers. And the rotation is definitely their weakness right now. It does make for a lot of goal scoring, which I can't complain too much about. Still have 3 minutes to go in this game. Goofy Goobers are only 1 away from tying things. As Lepid. Flick ahead, maybe looking for the dunk on Bless. That's gonna bounce off the back wall. Krozex will be there to block. As Airwick clears. Lepid can't get there, and Bingo Brian having a bit more issues as Cody. A very ambiguous touch. We didn't really know. I didn't really know who he was going for there, as now Lepid's got to make the save. Doesn't get a lot of distance on it, but Airwick's removed. Lepid's got the flick. And it's Bingo Brian who is keeping his team in this one, as Cody, long shot, going off the back post. Airwick now left midfield. Bingo Brian keeping things upfield as Krozex doesn't have an easy touch. Lepid goes. Airwick able to save things away as everybody out of the Goofy Goobers in this final third right now. And they'll go back to defense as Lepid taking a touch that goes backwards. Now he can go the right direction. And Goofy Goobers Esports will once again go upfield as he's got Bingo Brian as an option. He's looking straight towards him. Instead now it's Blessed to clear. It's Lepid who actually doesn't call off Cody on that challenge. And now it's a bit of an awkward play here for the Goofy Goobers. Cody had to change his play there, as Leopard will stay up with those 50s. Now it's a dunk in front. I'm running out here for Goofy Goobers. Now only 90 seconds to go. 1 goal down. And for their offense, which has been their best part of their game plan so far, just needs 1 goal here late, as Bingo Brian just missed the net. Might be the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Goofy Goobers hit that post and so far here in Game 2. As they go again, Bingo Brian, left for Cody! Tie game! And it's going to be an answer for Goofy Goobers. They've been asking, they've been hitting that post immensely so far. But you knew at some point, if they keep hitting the post, one of those shots is going to find its target. And it's now a tie game late with a minute to go. And a little bit of change on top of it. Loki's Tricksters almost found another one there. It could have been the game winner. But obviously, we can't think about what could have happened. It's now about what will happen, as Cody not going to go for those bumps on Blessed, as he wasn't really confident in his positioning, was so high up in the field. I can't blame him for that choice, as now he can go for a chance to shoot. Cody gets over Blast. Leopard past Airwix. Krozix has no boost. And in goes Bingo Brian. Loki's Tricksters were running on fumes. And by the time the ball hit the back wall, Bingo Brian had already made up his mind. They take the lead late. 3 goals unanswered here in Game 2. And it's Goofy Goobers who now need to hold this lead. Oh, they nearly had another goal against them. Krozix just hit the bar from point-blank range. And now Loki's Tricksters hitting the woodwork rather than the actual net itself. That's exactly what they need to do. It's the confidence that they need, but can they get another chance like it? Leopard, my goodness, what a pass! Loki's Tricksters did not see that one coming. And you saw it as well. Nobody was prepared. Leopard got bumped into the assist. He'll take it, though. And once again, just like Game 1, it looks like Goofy Goobers are going to win a game by 2 goals. I said it as well. They need to come into this series confidently and win with as many games as possible. Well, they're only 1 away from winning this series in a sweep. And again, their defense has not been consistent, but their offense has been quite successful so far. As now they're only 1 win away from taking this series. And Cody really had a step-up performance this game. 2 goals on 2 shots. And while Goofy Goobers, their biggest issue is still overcommitting, leaving their backline and their backfield open for counterattacks. I do appreciate that they're all willing to take part in the offense. It allows them to be this successful on shooting. With 5 goals and only 8 shots, that's very impressive. But, of course, it's not something that they want to rely on often. The defense, if they could just shape up a little bit more, they could take the series in a sweep. For Loki's Tricksters, right now they've got to really take advantage of this, and they might actually have their best success on defense, being able to play on those counterattacks, because when they actually do find their way upfield, it's very tough for them to find that net. Goofy Goobers do very well once they are back on defense to win those 50-50 challenges. I think it's going to be more of a concern out of Loki's Tricksters if they can work on those counterattack plays, because that might be what they use to break through here, because Goofy Goobers are much weaker against the counterattack. It's a flick ahead! It was a ghost touch, a phantom touch there by Loki's Tricksters. And it might have been why Blessed didn't go for it there. And the reason was because even though Eric didn't get there, I think for Blessed, maybe seeing that phantom touch like we did would have thought Eric had it. And that hesitation, that relaxation, is only going to prove to be costly here for Loki's Tricksters. Goofy Goobers, that's a great challenge from Leopard. Even though he doesn't win it, does force Krozix to go wide. Now he'll go again, straight upfield for Bingo Brian, and he's got some space to work with. Airwick off the back wall, Krozix jumping, Leopard mode. It'll be Cody, but he's not going to have this one. Krozix on the dunk, and it is going to be Blessed all alone. And that's been the issue for the Goofy Goobers. I leave that backfield so open. Unfortunately for Cody, he's the one who's whiffed on that chance. Had to play off the sidewall that he probably should have gotten. And help that Bingo Brian was already pushed far too high up. This feels like Goofy Goobers. Nobody on that team wants to play the defensive side. And for them, at least, defense is what's going to win them. What could win them the rest of this game. Their offense has definitely carried them for the last 2 games. But they might be trying to rely on it all over again here in Game 3, although it's not exactly something that you want to do. You want to have the best of both worlds. As Bingo Brian Lepid always completely whiffed on an open net. On an easy shot. I'd really love to have that chance back as Goofy Goobers will find more space. Bingo Brian lost that badly to Airwick, and in goes Krozex to keep things going, trying to get the fake under Lepid mode, but Lepid's not going to fall for that. In fact, it is a great play to the midfield for Cody. Shot straight on. Airwick will be there to clear it all the way back as up goes Blessed. Not able to get the touch though. Krozex to follow. Lepid will take this, and not only will he get around Krozex, he's got Airwick ahead of him, but get that, and Airwick on a double tap attempt will be kept out by Bingo Brian. A lot of back and forth, heavy clears. Who's going to have that breakthrough? Who's going to get that decisive goal as Bingo Brian once again going up as that third player back here for Goofy Goobers. If he doesn't win these challenges that he's going for, he's going to leave his team in a whole lot of trouble. There's a dribble play ahead. Will be punched back. What a heavy touch for Lepid. Feels like those can get you so much room. As Cody, one for a demo in front, doesn't have enough boost to get another. And it's going to be blessed off the back wall. Clear this one away. Lepid. Krozex has a target, but Cody's already up for it. Goofy Goobers look for yet another clear as Cody off the back wall. He's had issues off the wall for the entirety of his career on this stream. He's always had issues reading a lot of those reads off that side wall, off the back wall. But right now, his team's tied. They don't need to worry too much as this is in front for Cody. Ready to save away. Follow-up chance. Everybody up. Cody's going to get back. Krozex wins the challenge. And this will go all the way in. Goofy Goobers had an open net. I don't know how both Lepid and Bingo Brian missed it. But they did. And it's Loki's Tricksters who take the lead. That offense out of the Goofy Goobers has been far less effective now. Again, that's the risk when you overcommit so often for offense, that if your shots aren't perfect, you leave yourself with such a easy chance for your opponents to score on. For Goofy Goobers Esports, they've definitely done that. It's the glass cannon offense, that's for sure. A term coined by G2 Esports back when they had this kind of playstyle as well. As Goofy Goobers did come back late in Game 2, they have to do it here in Game 3 if they want to take the series here. Blast. There's that one, and Bingo Brian went for it. Does find the bump, but Cody, a very light touch. Lepid almost got that shot on anyways as Bingo Brian off the corner. Krozex doesn't have it. Airwick does, but it's an overcommit out of Loki's Tricksters. They will be able to recover. As Lepid gonna pinch this one to safety, only to bless BB. But it's kept ahead. Lepid to the back wall. Lepid, oh my goodness, he's missed it completely. That wasn't even close to the net. And that's gonna hurt for Lepid. It's not the first time tonight he's missed an open net. That shot, though, was definitely what he should be making. As that one going to net. I'm running out here for Goofy Goobers as Lepid stopped by Airwick. Bingo Brian can't get very far. And, oh my goodness, Lepid missed it as well. Mechanical error here, and he's not going the right direction either. That's to his own back corner. Flick ahead. Just easily kept out by Krozex. Up goes Cody, but this will head to the floor. And it's the issues on defense that are going to plague Goofy Goobers Esports. Because they had 6 shots, but their offense just couldn't score. And I said already, their defense has been pretty poor so far tonight. Well, they still have advantage. They're relying and putting a lot of pressure on that offense to succeed. And they had chances too. They had nets to look at, but they're relying a lot on their offense to have very, very good shooting. But their biggest issue has been those overcommits, has been oftentimes Bingo Brian. And, sending himself up a lot as that third player back. And I think if he just is able to sit back a little further, not take nearly as many risks, you could see a Goobers team that prevents almost every goal that goes in against them. But that isn't really the playstyle they want to play tonight, that's for sure. Want to play aggressive, they want to commit heavy. They just gotta find ways to find a balance between both worlds. As Cody, a double commit on the defensive line out of Loki's Tricksters. At this point now, Loki's Tricksters are on the route to a reverse sweep if they can keep this going. That is, if they can keep it going. Very tough route as Leopard nearly found that shot. Cody cut it off of Leopard. Goobers still up on offense, and how many players are putting at that net? It's shot after shot. And they hit the net here as blessed by Bingo Brian as Cody hit down the field for Leopard mode, and he will look back. Bingo Brian completely missed. Loki's Tricksters have room, but already back is the defense, and oh, look at this from Bingo Brian on his rotation. Cuts and field to keep it away. Now he's got a chance on nets. Krozex and Eric. Eric actually took it away from his teammate there. Now he takes it away from another. He's got no boost. Cody can shoot this. Oh, but he needed more power. Goobers will look again as Bingo Brian goes just high. Leopard. Waiting. Gets under one. Off the back corner. Cody now will leave it as Bingo Brian calls. Cody wanted it as well. He may have called for that shot himself. And he'll be very thankful that that wasn't anything worse. Bingo Brian cannot commit to this play. Left in the midfield here for Blast. Goes way too high though. Oh, hits the crossbar. And Goobers and Loki's Tricksters. Probably the longest we've had of any of these games without a goal scored by any team. Maybe this will be the chance for Loki's Tricksters as Leopard clears. Gets demos on a couple players in the field. Now is looking midfield. Krozex is there, but Cody trying to get to it. We'll watch as that ball gets shot above his head. Now it's Airwick. Loki's Tricksters picking up the pace. Leopard mode. We'll send it back to the Loki's Tricksters half. Being this just, again, a quickening of the pace here out of Loki's Tricksters. Got more confidence here in this game as Krozex, Leopard, Bingo Brian always had a chance there to look at, but a tough angle. One that he will not be able to get around. Bingo Brian does go again, leaving Leopard full tank of boost and a chance that he could have used as Cody. It's not a very good touch. Straight to Blast as Bingo Brian will save the day on that clear. Now goes Leopard, who wins that 50 outright. He'll keep going as Krozex can't challenge. Cody, very, very hesitant to challenge. Goobers Esports. Heeding, I think, the words I say, that they are sitting a lot further back and they're playing a lot more passive on that midfield. Well, there's a much more even battle. Their defense has definitely improved. Their offense, though, which has relied on them all to be upfield, has definitely hit a downtick. All they really need is one goal. They've been searching, that's for sure, but a lot of those demos, a lot of those plays in front haven't resulted in anything yet as Leopard. Bingo Brian can't go there. Cody off the back wall. Now goes Brian. Airwick gets just a fingertip on it. And it is still 0-0 in Game 4 as Leopard gets around a couple. That touch only going up the side wall as Bless BB will be to it. As Bingo Brian down on the back throw out of Cody. And now Loki's Tricksters forced to retreat. Cody goes again. He's been all over those demos. Anytime he goes on the offense, he's taking somebody with him. And often the one that shoots, on all of these offensive chances. But he hasn't had that many chances. He's just looking to make that first shot as easy as possible. Realizing that because he's not going to push up as high, because this team isn't playing with that third player up as high as they were the last couple games. It's definitely a whole different look at this team, and where they're relying a lot more on high quality chances than a lot of shots on net. Fortunately for them, chances have not been high quality enough to beat Loki's Tricksters as Airwick. Cody able to get that block as Infield goes Trozex. Blast! What a save. Cody saves his team. There was no one else there that could have got the block there. As Bingo Brian will go. Saved away as Airwick's up to it. Now goes Leopard mode. But he's missed his net. Bingo Brian. Gonna make things awkward, and he has done just that. The Loki's Tricksters will see no issue as we head to OT in Game 4. There's been a plethora of opportunities for both teams, but no goals this game as the defenses have picked up in quality. And I don't expect them to change here in OT, especially with the pressure that both these teams are on to get this win. For Loki's Tricksters, a goal means that they could make a reverse sweep here in Week 5. For Goofy Goobers, it's to escape this game and to give themselves much better hope going these final weeks against much tougher competition on paper. As Leopard mode needs to get there, he missed it! Leopard never challenged! And it's a second straight OT win for Goofy Goobers, who took 2 games immediately. Have completely fallen apart. Leopard stopped moving. It's almost as if it's controller DC, but I know it wasn't. He jumped immediately after. And Goofy Goobers Esports, who took the first 2 games, have fallen under pressure. Their offense has gotten progressively worse. And while their defense has done better this game, their offense did not show any life. And it's the problem with their offense is that they want to send everybody upfield. But obviously that has not worked for them. And Loki's Tricksters now create a reverse sweep. And things have only gotten worse here for Goofy Goobers. Because now they're really under pressure. As Game 5 is upon us here. Champions Field. And Goofy Goobers at this point, they don't care about how many games they win by. Obviously, they don't have any choice. But this one, they want to try to survive from embarrassing themselves here. Because the team that, on paper, they were expected to beat quite handily. Defense was a problem at the start of the series. Now their offense is the issue at the end. They need to get goals, and they need to get many of them. Because last game, we're unable to find even one. Team that, again, relied so heavily on putting everybody upfield. It wasn't that they were too passive, it's just that they aren't used to playing more defensively. And maybe they have to go back to what worked for them in these earlier games. Maybe they have to play ultra aggressive. But the risk with that, obviously, is that if their offense doesn't succeed strongly, they're going to lose nonetheless because they're leaving such openings in the backfield. A question that they've got to answer, and they've got to find their answer here in Game 5. As in goes Trozex. Bingo Brian able to here as Loki's Tricksters do have space, but don't have a good angle to shoot at as Bingo Brian does collide through. What it might take here is some form of an opening, some form of getting in the face of Loki's Tricksters. Goofy Goobers Esports. I think a lot of it's going to come down to second chances, second shots, not those first shots. Those first shots aren't going to go in. Teams are good enough to block those at this level. But it's second shots, it's plays where you get by players first and then you shoot. That kind of fit the bill there as Bingo Brian forced out Bless BB, but it was Airwick who just had no boost. Leopard mode beat him. And an open net for Goofy Goobers Esports. They'll go up in the lead here in Game 5. The defenses out of both these teams have definitely gotten better as the series has gone on. Still, I guess those questions of consistency as Bingo Brian been a bit nervous there. Did not have full control of the ball in front of his own net as Leopard will be stopped by Airwick. It's a great challenge. Loki's Tricksters with a lot of space, but not all that much space. Bingo Brian will stop the midfield line. In goes Cody, dunked by Blast as Bingo Brian will go for the fake challenge, flicked midfield. Cody saves it away. Blast finds Airwick. Cody jumping in will, while he does give himself up, will give Goofy Goobers all this time to resettle. But only a 1-goal lead at this point. Goofy Goobers still playing nervously. They still are looking for another as Play back post for Cody, just couldn't go in. Hasn't had a goal, I think, since game 2 here for Cody. Huge reason why they were successful in offense earlier on. You can tell he's playing a much more rotational style in the backfield, something that he's always been known for. As Bingo Brian, Airwick's gonna keep him out. Blessed. Oh, a bit of awkward there as Cody and Leopard both in the exact same spots. But Leopard's got this. Went for a boost though, and boost over ball positioning there from Leopard. Is going to keep his team on defense, and with a 1-goal lead, decisions like those can leave teams plays on offense. And who knows, it might be one of those plays that allows Loki Tricksters the room to come back into this game. Eventually create the reverse sweep as that's from Blessed. Cody's gonna keep it away from the goal line. Prozex. Leopard. Blessed in again. Only 1 goal so far in game 5, and it could be 1 goal to decide this whole thing as Leopard will go for the boost here. Now gets by Airwick. Bingo Brian. Want to challenge so early as now he's got off the back wall. Awkward for Prozex. Cody. 51 by Prozex. Leopard mode. That one dunked to the side as he'll be waiting there for it. Bingo Brian. Airwick. Brian still on this as Prozex will keep up on offense. Leopard mode who will clear. As Airwick gets beaten out of the way, Cody's gonna once again try to send that ball out, but it's only gone to the midfield. Blast trying to get a bump on Bingo Brian. Unable to do so inside the final 60 seconds here. Loki's Tricksters have held on to offense for quite a while now, but really has held on the ball possession. But their offense has not made much happen. Now they go midfield. But Prozex can't get on the shots. Goobers Esports with a solitary goal in all of Game 5. May be able to win this series with just 1 here on Champions Field. 30 seconds to go. As Cody, Prozex on the dunk, Leopard mode, will clear this one away. Space for Leopard. But he doesn't have a touch. Bingo Brian. And a risky challenge keeps things in offense. And a cleared now to the midfield. Cody, the only one grounded and back by for Goofy Goobers. Do all he can to keep that ball out. As now it is Leopard going the wrong direction. Goofy Goobers now. You let this ball hit the ground. Prozex, midfield. Can they get there? They won't. It ends in Game 5. Goofy Goobers Esports got down by the end of that series, but it was 1 goal. That was all they needed. Didn't play well at the end of the series. It was definitely not their best performance, but they'll take it over Loki's Tricksters. Their record improves to 3-2 for Loki's Tricksters. Still winless this season, as they've gone to Game 5 for only the 2nd time this season. And what a series there, and for Goofy Goobers, be happy they didn't play their best tonight, but I don't think they're going to mind too much. Like, a win's a win for them. I don't think they're going to care too much so long as they can just get these wins. But again, that last half of the season is going to be extremely difficult. And, well, what a night it has been so far. As we're going to get a little interview. We're going to get a little interview here with Goofy Goobers, just to end off our night, our last match of the night here, our only Flip Backline Championship Series. But you gotta give credit, Goofy Goobers Esports are able to get the win. Joining me now is Leopard. Welcome in, Leopard. A 3-2 series victory. Not your best performance tonight, but you get the win. That's all that matters. You beat Loki's Tricksters, and that means your record improves to 3-2. How are you feeling? Well, I mean, you said you were feeling good. I know, again, as I said, it was not your best night. Definitely felt like it was either offense or defense. You guys could focus on one or the other. It started as a really aggressive series out of you guys. A lot of offense, but that changed going into game 4. Why? What happened?
I guess we just lost confidence or whatever. Like, we just slowed our gameplay down, and that obviously didn't work.
And I saw that as well, and it felt like, as you guys played defensively, your offense just seemed to struggle. But in game 5, it really became a struggle for you guys because after 2 straight overtime losses, you had a 1-goal lead late. Your defense was really holding you on for those final, 2 minutes, basically. I would not call it a conventional way to play this series, but again, you get it done. What were your thoughts like in those final kind of 2 minutes of game 5? Only a 1-goal lead and having to play defense to battle for your lives in that series because Loki's Tricksters had momentum.
I mean, after I scored that first goal in game, like the only goal in game number 5, I was like, okay, cool. I can just relax, and I just played defense for basically the remaining of the game.
I don't know if I'd call that relaxing, especially with what we saw earlier in the last 2 games, with you guys having issues, scoring and definitely having goals against you. I don't know if I'd call defense relaxing, personally, especially not in game 5, but I guess we have different modes of relaxation. Maybe you're Leopard, are you an adrenaline junkie?
No.
Okay, no, you're just crazy then. All right.
Yeah, I'm just crazy.
I can say that because I know you well enough. But hey, you gotta win. That's all that matters. But what does matter, no, is that the last half of your season is gonna be tough. Tonight may not have been your best night, but you're gonna need to play pretty well in your last 3 weeks of your season, or 2 weeks actually of your season, and you on both University of New England, who right now are the 3rd seed right now standing, and the number 1 overall seed, the only undefeated team left, Gryffindor QC. Those are gonna be some tough teams, and you guys know that you haven't exactly secured playoffs just yet. What's gonna be the thought process going into those matches?
Honestly, the only team out of those 2 teams I'm a little bit concerned about is Gryffindor QC because I obviously know the guys. So, but the other match, I don't know much about their players, so maybe that's why. But I'm just more so focused on that team, Gryffindor team.
Definitely, I know it's a panic. It's definitely a struggle for you guys as well because it's gonna be a struggle for you guys no matter what happens because everybody has been with Gryffindor QC. But hey, if you guys continue to play, if you guys can be clutch as you were tonight, maybe you'll have a chance against against them as well, and we'll see how you guys do. I'm pretty happy to see you guys though. It's been a long time since I've seen you, since I've seen Cody, since I've seen Brian. You guys are all veterans on the stream at this point.
True.
Um, Happy that you said true for that. As well, I guess we should end things out tonight. Though, you have any shoutouts, any last things you want to say before you go? I know tonight, again, as I mentioned, was a tough night for you guys, but you get your win, and now you get to shout out people who have helped support you along the way.
Shout out to my teammates. Obviously, like we pulled it through even while playing like not our best. Shout out to my family for watching, and shout out to my friends for supporting.
You as well, Leopard. Thank you so much for booking me for this match, because I didn't even know you guys were in this division. To be fair, I didn't know what team you guys were. But Goobers Esports takes the win, 3-2. Congratulations on your win, Leopard, and to Cody and Brian. I know they're not here, but congratulations on your win. Have an amazing rest of your night.
Thank you, thank you. You too.
Oh, I just left Leopard. I left Leopard hanging. I'm so sorry, Leopard. We're gonna get a raid out though. Feel so bad. I left him hanging there. I'm so sorry, Leopard. If you're watching this, we'll get a raid out though. Thank you so much for joining the Sportiest stream. Have a great night. Take care. Be well. We'll see you all tomorrow for RLCS action. 7 Eastern. Join us for that.